Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is gonna be on Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Okay, now, I know there's another Mummy movie coming, with Brendan Fraser and all that, and when I heard about this coming out this year, I thought that was this. I thought that this was that. But it wasn't. It's Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which I was looking forward to as well. And here it is. We got this new Mummy movie, which is made by the same guy who did Evil Dead Rise. And I really loved that movie. So I was excited going into this, and I was hoping for it to be really good. And was it? Yes! I love this movie, guys. And a couple of reviewers that I saw, they actually didn't like this movie. And I was very surprised to hear that. Now, I do understand, there is one big problem this movie has, and that's it's too long. They definitely could have cut 20 or 30 minutes out of this movie, and it would have been a tight horror film, and I think it would have been fine. Now, that being said, I will say that I enjoyed every minute of this movie. There were some times it kind of lulled just a little bit, but then it got right back into the suspense of the movie. And the gore of this movie was off the chart. There were some scenes that I literally jumped out of my seat and was like covering my eyes and cringing, that cringe you get because you think that body horror is happening to you when it's happening, especially with the sound effects that they used. I thought it was very well done. And I'm not big on gore and stuff like that. Evil Dead Rise was like the goriest movie I've ever seen, I think. And you could tell that this movie was made by the same people that did that. It's actually felt like an Evil Dead Rise sequel. Like the one that's coming out this summer, Evil Dead Burn, which I cannot wait to see. I'm really looking forward to that. But I really did like this movie. The premise I thought was pretty cool. This girl, disappears for 10 years and the family is, of course, distraught, and it just ruins their whole lives, losing their daughter. And it's in the middle of Egypt, of all places, and they finally rediscover her, and she's been mummified, and what has been mummified for 10 years. And then you have her, them trying to get her to come back because she's kind of like all bent up and distorted and barely alive, malnutritioned, of course, and you're still wondering how could she still be alive? And it explains it, and it's crazy. But I did like it. Was it original? No. We have possessed kids, with a demon inside them trying to kill people. We've had that for decades. It's nothing new. But I did love it. It didn't mean that took me out of the movie because I've seen this premise before, but the creep factor was really big on this. And like I said, it had me cringing at moments. And that's hard to do, somebody like me that's a horror fan, but I like it when movies do that. That's why I love them. And that's why I love this movie. Yes, it's long and drawn out at times, but I thought that everything that they did, to give you a creep factor and to make you cringe away and make the horror feel real, I thought they nailed it. But take, my advice with a grain of salt, as I always say, because film is subjective, and, some of these other reviewers didn't like it, and that's fine, that's great, but just from my point of view, if y'all trust my opinion is that it's a great movie. I think you should go see it if you love body horror stuff, and just be ready for some gore, because it's in there, and it's well done, so you're going to feel it when you see it. So if you like that kind of thing, I think this movie's right up your alley. But if you don't want to wait, the 2 hours and 15 minutes at this movie, and there are times that you feel the weight, of the movie. Some movies are 3 hours and they fly by, but this you kind of start to feel the weight around the 2 hour mark, and you're kind of ready for it to be done. Unfortunately, that's what happens in this movie, but it still didn't take me out of it. I still enjoyed the entire 2 hours and 14 minutes. I just was kind of ready for it to be done already, because it kept on going, and you feel it keep on going. But anyway, guys, it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Cronin's The Mummy? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!